Hello friends, today I will discuss the electric energy sources. So under this, there are two types of energy resources. One is independent sources, the other is called the dependent sources. Under the independent sources, again we have the two types of sources. One is called the voltage source, the other is called the current source. Under voltage source, we have the classification ideal voltage source, the other is practical voltage source. Similarly, under current source classification, we have the ideal current source and practical current source. When it comes to the dependent sources, again we find the voltage sources and current sources. Under voltage sources, again we have the classification, that is voltage controlled voltage source, the other one is current controlled voltage source. When it comes to the current sources, one is voltage controlled current source, the other is current controlled current source. This is the broad classification of the electrical sources. So let us see how this ideal voltage source and ideal current source characteristics, similarly the practical characteristics, similarly how the dependent sources are mentioned or shown by symbols. So let me consider first what is the ideal voltage source. Ideal voltage source will have the zero internal resistance like this. So there is no resistance in series with the voltage source. So whatever voltage is available across the source, the same will be available across its terminals. And if we draw the characteristic between the voltage and time or the current, if we connect the load, so the voltage irrespective of the time or irrespective of the current drawn by the load, it will be constant like this. It is parallel to the x-axis like this. When it comes to the practical voltage source, it is like this. It will have some resistance, though it may be less, but it is there. If the load is connected across the terminals A and B, then load current flows there. Automatically, there is a voltage drop across this small resistance, that is I into R. Then the terminal voltage will be source voltage minus the voltage drop across the resistance. So that is the reason we get the voltage, terminal voltage goes on changes or falls with current flowing in the load like this. Instead of like this, it is falling like this. As the load current increases, voltage drop I into R also increases. Automatically the terminal voltage also reduces. So next, current source. This is the ideal current source. For an ideal current source, the internal resistance is infinite. So it is represented like this. This is the current source representation and its value is I, represented like this, and it has the terminals A and B. So if you connect a load, there will be a voltage across that load due to the current flowing through the load. And if you draw the characteristic between the voltage and the current, we find that irrespective of the load terminal voltage or independent of time, the current supplied by the current source is constant like this. It is horizontal, parallel to the horizontal axis or x-axis like this. Coming to the practical current source, so its resistance is in parallel with current source like this. That resistance we call this as capital R. For practical current source, the value of internal resistance for the current source is very high, but it is not equal to infinity. So in that case, if you connect the load across A, B terminals, so some current flows through the load and some current will flow through the resistance R. whereas we are drawing the VI characteristic with respect to the load. So because some current flows through this resistor, internal resistance, so automatically the current drawn by the load reduces as the time increases or as the load increases, like this. Next, coming to the dependent voltage sources. So dependent sources are represented with a symbol called diamond, like this, diamond shape. For voltage source, dependent voltage source, we put the plus here, we put negative here, means polarity also we put. Then we multiply that voltage source, or we show this magnitude with some factor k into Vx. So this Vx means it is the voltage across some element in the circuit, and k is a constant. So that is how we represent its magnitude. Similarly, there is another voltage source called which depends upon the current value in some branch of the circuit. In that case, we represent the voltage source like this with a diamond shape, plus here, minus here, and we represent its voltage which is dependent on the current in somewhere in the circuit, that is Ix into Rm. So then coming to the current sources, that is dependent current sources. So again here we find the two types of current sources. One is voltage dependent, the other is current dependent. So if you look at this, this is the voltage controlled current source. So this is also represented with the diamond shape, but its symbol is shown like this. The current direction is shown like this. So this indicates the symbol of the dependent current source. Because it is a voltage controlled current source, so its magnitude depends upon the voltage across some element in the circuit. Suppose this is the V1, which is voltage across some element in the circuit. In that case, we represent this current, magnitude of the current source, as G into V1. Similarly, there is another type of current controlled or another type of current source, that is called current controlled current source. In this case also, the symbol used for the current source is diamond, and its direction is shown with the arrow like this. Then it is called the dependent current source. Because it is depending upon the current flowing in the circuit, so we represent its magnitude in terms of that current. So that is beta into I1. If you look at this, this is the I1 current flowing in the circuit in some branch like this. But the current source or the dependent current source is depending upon this current. So that is why we represent here beta into I1. So let me summarize once. So we have seen what are the different types of electrical sources, that is independent sources, dependent sources. Under independent sources, we found that there are two types of sources, that is voltage sources, the other is current sources. Again, under voltage sources, ideal voltage source and practical voltage source. Similarly, under current source, there is ideal current source, similarly practical current source. Similarly, under dependent sources, we find the voltage source, similarly current source, and voltage source will have the voltage source controlled voltage controlled voltage source, the other is current controlled voltage source. Similarly, coming to the current source, we find that there is a voltage controlled current source, similarly current controlled current source, and we have seen the symbols for ideal voltage source and symbols for the dependent voltage source, similarly symbols for the ideal current source, and we have seen the symbol for the dependent current source, and we have seen the practical and the ideal VI characteristics of the ideal sources, similarly practical sources.